China's not going to war with anybody. China hasn't gone to war with anybody in years. They don't want a trade war. They don't want a turf war. They don't want a chip war. They certainly don't want an economic war. China has been building bridges and ports all across the globe, while the United States has been planting military bases all over, 800 of them to be exact, at a cost that is astronomical. You know why the North American and American people don't have proper roads? Well, they spent it on military. You know why they don't have education? They spent it on military. You know why they don't have health care? You guessed it. They spent it on military. And while China grew their population out of poverty, 80% of them, America put everybody into poverty. Now people are in food bank lines. They're got their hat in hand, and now they're struggling. They can't even find jobs. Manufacturing has left the United States, and it's never coming back. I don't care what Donald Trump says. I don't care what anybody says. It's not coming back. You know why? The American people have become lazy. They've become complacent, and they are entitled to nothing. While China pays its employees $1 a day, the American union worker wants $30 an hour to push a button. Astronomical, almost ridiculous. And you got people like Kevin O'Leary coming in and saying we want reciprocative tariffs. You're not going to get reciprocated tariffs. You took advantage of China for years, got them to be your manufacturing hub. You got rich off of it. And now you're complaining because you can't sue the Chinese in a Chinese court. Well, that's the price you pay when you get cheap labor. And when you got cheap labor, you can produce a lot of things. And guess who makes the money? The owners. The people like Kevin O'Leary, the guy who wears $250,000 watch, while the people that work for him make 65 grand and they can't even make their rent. See, it's guys like this that really get under my skin, because they complain about China taking advantage of the Americans. No, sir. You are a propagandist, and you are telling the people the exact opposite of what happened. You got rich by being in China. You didn't get rich by being in North America. You had your factories there 20 years ago. You see, 20 years ago, China was up and coming. And today, that infant 20 years ago today is a young man standing on its own feet, supplying the world with everything they need, whether it's rare earth metals, Hermes bags, tomato sauce, you name it. China produces it. It produces it cheaper and better and faster than anyone else in the whole planet. And the reason that they can do this is because they work together. They don't compete. They collaborate. Their people collaborate. They don't steal technology. They make technology better. See, people that play tennis will tell you that a good tennis player and a bad tennis player, no good tennis player wants to play with a shitty tennis player. They don't. No great swimmer wants to swim with somebody slower than them. And China has had a level playing field now. They have become fast, strong, and independent. They don't need anything from the rest of the world. They don't need anything. What they did in the last 20 years is collaborate with people that have energy. They collaborated with people that have technology. They collaborated with people who had healthcare. You see, China doesn't want to go to war with anyone. China's only competing with itself. Yeah, the provinces are competing with one another, and when they compete with one another, they get better. Their tennis game becomes better, stronger, faster. And so the United States is just butthurt, right? They want $35 to push buttons. Meanwhile, China's pulling levers for pennies on the dollar. You're not going to beat a guy like that. You're not going to beat a country like that. And if you think that you're going to beat them on an economic war, you're not. You're going to lose every single time.